Why? Somebody tell me why, please. In Broward County, Florida, that we have disabled people sitting on walkers and in wheelchairs where they live on the street. Why? We have abandoned motels. And look at this, all the people sitting on the curb. We have abandoned motels that could be turned into housing, especially for single people. It's a room with a shower and a toilet and a sink. Put in a microwave and a small oven. I mean, small refrigerator. Basically, that's all a person needs. That's all. I let them live there. And if they're doing drugs, instead of just leaving them on the street, put them in a different type of facility. But this is ridiculous. I'm in line because of the way that this is. You're not supposed to make a right turn to go out here. So I have to be in the line to go back around the building to get to the exit. And I guess I'm just really frustrated because in the housing scenario, single men and single women, which is the greatest portion of homeless people. You can't count a family of 6 kids with a parent or 2 parents as being 8 homeless people. If you're going to be realistic, you have to separate the families from the individuals. For single men and single women, regardless of age, regardless of disability, single men and single women are at the bottom of the list. That's why we have so many single men and single women living on the street. We have old motels that have rooms so small, there's only room enough for a double bed in there and maybe a nightstand. One little room, one little bathroom with a shower. Basically, that's all a person needs. And a small refrigerator and a microwave. That's it. A place to sleep, a place to shower, a place to heat up some food. That's all. Why isn't it being done? And this is nothing. This isn't the tent city that shouldn't exist. This is just where it is. Where I happen to be at this moment in time. And I happen to be seeing these people. Tell me why. I remember in 1985, 86, 87, 88, 89, when I had property in Lebanon, Tennessee. And we used to go to Nashville, which was 50 miles away. Downtown Nashville sleeping. That was in the 80s. Maybe because it was a different town, that's why I happened to notice the people sleeping on the street. Maybe because they were on the courthouse steps and it caught my attention. But they were all up and down the sidewalks. Downtown Nashville. And they probably were always here in Fort Lauderdale, where I was raised since I was 8 years old. And maybe I just didn't notice them. And it took going to a different city to become aware. And I did become aware. Oh, look at this! A whole bedroom on a bus bench. We're gonna go under. Whoops! Wait till the light turns green. We're going to go under the overpass. And I'll show you where somebody has been sleeping under the overpass. Quite figured it out yet, because sometimes there's a car parked there, and but it's not always the same car. And I don't know if maybe because somebody is living there in a cardboard shelter, that people who take the Tri-Rail park next to that little shelter because they know there's somebody there who keep an eye on their car. Because cars get broken into all the time there at the Tri-Rail station. And why else would there be cars? Look at this. I-95. No traffic. No traffic. Northbound, southbound. No traffic. I don't know why there's a car parked next to this little shelter. But like I said, it's a different kind of car from time to time. I understand that in the past there have been shelters provided. And the level of violence is so tremendous at the shelters. I've mentioned before that over the years I have known so many people from various branches of law enforcement. So I was told that the shelters, the tent city, and all of that, I was told the general public does not know the high incident of people who are assaulted. General public doesn't know. I hope you can see this. That's the shelter that somebody lives in. And oftentimes there's a car parked next to it. And that shelter has been there for months and months and months. And various times of day, law enforcement parks over here. State troopers usually park 3 or 4 over here under the overpass. We got tow truck drivers over there. Usually law enforcement is parked right here in the shade. Right across from the guy. Right there. See all this huge parking area here? People stopped using it before the virus. because it was so unsafe. People were getting attacked. Cars were getting vandalized. But getting back to the shelters, tent cities, and things like that that we've had in Broward County in the past. Oh, here comes another disabled person. Can you see him? I don't know if you can see him. He's in his wheelchair. I don't know what the issues were at the shelter, at the tent city. There was a lot of violence. I don't know what level of mental illness there is amongst some homeless people. I don't have any idea. I don't know what was the cause of the fighting and all of that stuff. But I know it wasn't safe. Law enforcement officials told me it wasn't safe. And especially for women, it wasn't safe. I just would like somebody to tell me, explain to me why. Why? We don't have at least a room with a shower for homeless people. Why don't we have that?